So everyone, just to recollect, yesterday we have seen how to create a report and how to create folders in Salesforce to store the reports. And then we have seen what are the different types of reports. Also, we have created some sample dummy reports. Okay. So what is tabular report? What is summary report? What is matrix report? And then what is joint report? Okay. So these are the things that you have to okay, this is the things that you have to learn to know about the reports. But basically, in the interviews, they will ask you, like, can you explain me some reports that you generated for your organization? Okay, so let me write few report requirements. Okay, so first requirement is something like that. Get accounts. Um, yeah, accounts with closed won opportunities. Okay, this is one of the scenario, guys. Basically, whenever we have the accounts and we would like to see we accounts with closed won opportunities in current current year or current quarter. Okay, basically this is one of the sales report. Okay, so the same way they will build the reports on. Let me just write here itself: closed won or closed lost. Okay, so they're asking you to basically, we will basically, it's a two reports generally they request. It's either the closed won opportunities or closed lost opportunities. So using closed won opportunities, they will see what are the active accounts. They are happy with our services and they are making business with us. Closed lost opportunities is the one. Basically, sales team will get the things. Why? Obviously, whenever we are making it as a closed lost or closed abort, always we make sure that users will provide the reason for that. Okay, so they will go through those regions and they'll try to correct the things so to not to happen in the next time. So all these two scenarios are very important for the closed lost ones, guys. Okay, like that, there are many scenarios. I mean, whatever the sales process you take, it's a requirement of the reports. You can explain. Okay, cases. How many cases are closed this month? How many cases are closed this month? Okay. After that, what is the customer satisfaction? Okay. So basically, whenever a case is closed, we can implement a simple survey kind of thing that will simply send an email notification to the person who created the case saying that, are you happy with our services? Okay. Whatever the response he select. There are some people they will just select provide the response, or there are some people they'll not provide any response to the surveys. But basically, right, whenever we send the email notifications just to provide us some feedback, then that is nothing but the customer satisfaction, guys. Okay, the responses which we are getting as part of the survey process. Okay, basically we just create some fields and then we will just store those fields when they send the responses back. Okay, so depending on the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rating, we are going to calculate the customer satisfaction survey. So basically that is the complete automation process that will happen automatically. Automatically, when the case is closed, a flow will fire that will send the notification to the users, and using that, and we can have some links. Whenever user click on that link and provide the his response, then we will update the some field in the case. Okay, that is complete automation. That is backend in the that is backend process of the customer satisfaction. Okay, what report will do is it will just report it out, the satisfaction results. Okay, so customer is so customer satisfaction reports. Okay, how many cases are pending for this, awaiting for customer response? How many cases are awaiting for customer response? Basically, if we need some response from the customer, so this is one of the status. We will just put the status as awaiting customer response. So do we have any cases like that? So there is a report for this on the status field. Condition status equals to awaiting for response. Okay, so that CS team will just cross check those reports. Okay, anything is awaiting for customer response more than a 2 days or more than a 3 days, like that. Okay, so depending on that report, they'll take the actions. And then how many cases are closed this month? Okay, I have already captured the scenario. How much of time spent on each case? Each case. Okay, so the report will pull up some time related fields, guys, but basically those time related fields is something we will populate through the automation. Okay, whenever a case is opened, okay, we will start the counter, and then whenever the whenever the user CS team moved out of that case, we will stop the counter. Okay, this is not possible with the standard admin functionality, guys. We have to write the code for this functionality, or else we have to use some app exchange apps. Okay, so that is the cases. So basically, these are the few scenarios, guys. But you can explain any scenario that you feel that is required for sales and service. Okay. Reporting is something like that. We are capturing the data, filtering out the data depending on the requirements. Okay. So you can simply explain about these requirements also, but if you can think your own also, that is also fine. But these are few use cases of the reports requirements. Okay. Then we will discuss with the dashboard. Okay. Dashboard is nothing but collection of reports. Simply. Okay. Whenever you would like to see multiple reports in a single place, we are going to create a dashboard. That's it. So let me log into our Arc, and we'll create one simple dashboard here. Okay. So this is our dashboard. Sorry. From the app launcher, you can select the dashboards, guys. Okay. If you want to access the reports, you can select the reports also. Okay. So dashboards also has the same folder things. yesterday I have explained, right? Private dashboards. Private in the sense the dashboards that you can only create and store inside. Whatever the dashboards you created, you can store inside your private folder so that no other users can't see the dashboards. Okay. And all dashboards is something we can see everything. Okay. Let me create a new dashboard, guys. You can create same new folders if you want. You want to store your dashboards like for sales, support, marketing. If you want to create dashboards and store it in multiple folders, you can use the new create folder. And yesterday we have seen, guys, how to create folders and all. So today I'm not going to create a folder. I'm just going to create a sales report. Okay. Sales dashboard. So let me select the folder. Okay, there are no folders, right? Let me create new folder. Okay. And then I have selected this folder. So my dashboard is going to store. This is the description. So my dashboard is going to store inside that folder and click on create. Okay. So in the dashboard, this is the name of your dashboard and you are seeing a few things, guys. So when you click on widget, okay, this is the place you can add the text, you can add the image, you can add the chart or table. Okay, and then you have save as delete options and click on done. It is something you are done with your dashboard. Okay, so let me just add one widget. Okay, so I would like to add chart or table. Okay, whenever you select chart or table, so it's something like that I told you, right? We can have different reports. Okay. So I'm going to add new account reports. Okay. Oh, this is the joint report. Okay. We made this as a joint report. So to use this joint report as a source of this widget, add a chart. Okay. So this is not the table, right? So chart or table. Select. Let me just create one more simple report, guys. Reports. So accounts with closed won opportunities. So there is a record type, guys. Accounts and opportunities report type. There is a opportunities report type and start report. There are certain fields. I'm going to the filter. So I'm going to query on current quarter. Okay. So stage name. So these are our stage values. So making it as a closed one opportunity. So this gives me um, 1 second. Okay. This gives me all the opportunities with closed one status. So I'm just going to make under this as the public report. Clicking on save. Edit. Filters. There are no opportunities which are closed in current quarter, guys. So I'm just making it as a all time. Save and run. So now we can see an opportunity. So simple tabular report. Okay. Now let me go to widget and chart our table. New opportunities one. Select. Okay. So this is the one you would like to able to do the chart, guys. This is something which is not available for the joint reports. Okay. Which is not available for the joint reports. For the tabular reports, you can do it. So you can make it as a like this is the tabular report. Use chart settings. Okay. So opportunity if you group by account. So group by account name. Okay. Click on add. So this kind of report, what we call? We call it as a summary, right? Whenever we adding the group by, we call it as a summary. So we can add the tabular reports, we can add the summary reports. So this is how it looks like. But there is a thing, you can display it as a chart also. Chart setting from report. Let me go to the report. Okay. Now, so general tabular reports, you can't make it as a charts, guys. Okay. So when you click on add chart here, click on save and run. So you are able to do this. You can see the chart as well as you can see the summary report, right? So if you go to your dashboard, previously, guys, we can do that functionality in dashboard itself. This is the change which I can see. Previously, here itself, after you select the report, right? You are able to do this charting option. Once you are done with the grouping, then you can select the chart option here. What type of chart? But right now, how the dashboards are behaving is, if you enable the add chart option in your report only, it is coming here. So this is one of the latest feature I can say. Let me confirm that one more time. Let me take off chart from here. Because previously there is no chart on the report also, in the dashboard we can display as a chart. Now I have taken off chart, save and run. Why it is coming here as a chart? Edit. One chart. Save. One. Don't know guys. Even though when I disabled, if I don't want the chart properties also, let me just try to remove chart. Okay, edit. Okay. Okay, guys, if you want to add chart, add chart. Okay. And then if you want to remove the chart, it's not this toggle, I mean, run. Now I have added the chart, right? And if you click on edit, and if you just, this toggle chart is something like that, which is just showing and hiding the chart option, guys. If you want to totally remove the chart, then this is something you need to go to chart properties. Okay. And whether you want a column chart or whether you want a funnel chart. Okay, these are the different types of charts that you can see. Okay, scatter plot charts. Okay, basically we will use bar charts or funnel charts or donut charts, guys. Okay, these are the types of charts that we generally use. If you want to remove it, you can remove the chart from here. Okay, and save and run. So now my report does not have any chart option. If I go to my Salesforce, if I click on edit, let me just cancel it. Okay, widget, I'm going to add a table, new opportunities report. Okay, by default, the chart option is enabled here because this is the summary report. Okay, whatever the thing that you selected is the summary report. So for the summary report, already you have the grouping column. That's the reason it is able to display the charts. Okay. So basically we can display the chart, or if you want to display uh, just a tabular format. Okay. That is also we can display as a tabular formats, guys. Okay. If you just take off the group by, this is the column by account name, color by account name. So these are all different chart properties we have. So we are displaying the record counts. So for this is the account name, what is the record counts? These are the legends. We call it as a color scheming legends. Okay. Like that, generally, let me add you things. Okay. Like this, you can just add multiple reports and dashboards, guys, simply. So Okay. This is one of the report. This is a simple tabular reports, right? That's the reason charts are not available. Okay. So one, two, like this. The major drawback here is not drawback. What is the max number of components that you can add it here? Max number of widgets is nothing but your 12 guys. Okay. Okay. Right now I have added three. Okay. I'm going to add multiple same chart again and again, guys. Okay. Because I don't have uh, multiple multiple reports, right? I just want to show. Okay. We have four, right? Five. One, two, three. Basically, I have added six, right? Like this, you can add max 12 guys. Okay. You can try it out. Okay. Maximum 12 reports that you can add it in your dashboard. Okay. I have added the same report, but basically we will just add a different reports. And most of the times we will use the charts. Okay. Because basically our plan is to, I mean, this report, this dashboard is going to share with the high level leads kind of stuff. So by looking at these dashboard, they should easily able to understand all the sales process and how much is completed. For the support team also, there will be one dashboard. So basically in the real time, we need to submit the weekly reviews, guys. Like how many new opportunities are created. Out of it, how many opportunities are closed one? How many opportunities are closed or lost? What is the amount that we received as part of that opportunities? Okay. And was there any critical customers we have that we need to take care of? And what is the highest discount that we have given this week? Okay. How many new customers that we got this week? Like these are all sales related ones. So for all those things, they'll just create some reports and then they'll add into a single dashboard that gives you complete picture of the sales process. Okay. So click on done, save. Okay. And then like a report dashboard also you can download and you can share it to anyone. Reports is something like that. You have export option. Export the report, then it will export into the Excel or CSV file. Dashboard is something like that. You can just download it. So whatever the details that you are seeing it here, it will get download the things. And the another thing it has is subscribe. Okay, subscribe is nothing but you will receive these dashboard automatically. So we need to send this to weekly to a particular manager or a particular group of people. Okay, then it's really difficult. I mean, it's really waste of time coming to this place and just um downloading from here and sending to the group of people. Instead of that, we can just click on edit recipients. So here you can select a list of users. Either it is users, okay, So here you can select all your usernames, okay, and you can add. So you two are the ones. Like that, you can select what are the users that you need to send this group. The difference between the dashboards and reports, guys. For the reports, the the subscribers can be a part of public groups, okay, or a part of roles. But here, dashboards is something like that you are going to share with users individually. Okay, that's the difference. So whatever the users that you have scheduled it here, they will get the notifications automatically at this particular point of time. Okay, subscription successful. So we no need to bother about that. So sales team will do their sales work and automatically reports and dashboards will do their work and subscribed people automatically will receive the all the updates. Okay, that's the reason reports and dashboard plays a major role for your higher officials, guys. So from the development point of view, we don't see uh, like we always develop some reports, but management point of view, they use reports and dashboards. They never use all of your objects. Okay, but reports and dashboards are the ones they use very high level things. Okay. Let me give you some pause here, guys. Any questions on dashboard? Okay. Okay, guys. Um, so there won't be types of dashboards, guys. Dashboard is the only thing. It's a collection of reports. Max, we can have 12 reports. 12 reports. Important points to note down. You cannot create charts on tabular reports. Okay, that is our first point. And you cannot, I mean, joint reports, we cannot add them to dashboard. Okay. And third important point to remember about the dashboard. Uh, Public dashboard subscribers are always individual users. We can't select public group or a role as a subscriber. Okay. Yeah, these are the three important things that you need to remember about the dashboards, guys. Okay. In worst case, in worst case, they ask you about these last 3 points questions, guys. But basically, they'll ask you, have you worked on reports and dashboards? Okay. Um, can we subscribe the dashboards? Can we subscribe the reports? What are the different types of reports that you have worked on? And what are the different types of reports that you have added into the dashboard? That's it. These are the questions they'll ask you on reports and dashboards. Okay. So I hope yesterday I have shared the flows videos, guys. Okay. You You might have gone through those flows videos and you might have recollected whatever discussed. So let me open up that document, flows document. Okay. Reports and dashboards is also already shared with you guys. Make sure that all these points are clear to you. And you, whenever they ask you about the reports and dashboards, you have to explain about these all these points. Okay. So approval process and flows. We have seen workflows, process builders, and then we started with the screen flows, right? Yeah. We discussed about the screen flows and we discussed about the what are the important things that we need to remember about the screen flows. Screen flows generally we use to display screen from Lightning web pages. We can only call auto launched and another screen flows as part of subflow action. If we want to call the record trigger flow from the screen flow, that is not possible. Okay. We can perform following actions using Screenflow interactions. Okay. We have seen about the what are the different types of things, logical things, data things, right? We have seen all these things. Then we decided to implement one of our requirement. Okay. So let me just go through the different scenarios. So one of the scenario that is related to the screen flow is this is the one. None of the accounts should be inactivated if they open opportunities. Okay. So basically, right, uh, this is two ways you can implement, guys. One is record triggered flow and another one is screen flow. Okay. So record triggered flow and screen flow. I'll tell you when to go with the record triggered flow, when to go with the screen flow. Okay. So I'm going to the accounts. Okay. The requirement is whenever we are trying to inactivate this account, if this account has open opportunities, it should not let us to inactivate. Okay. For example, this is the account. Okay. I'm going to the details. Control F, status. Okay. Status is the field which has prospect, customer, former customer, and cancelled. Okay. Inactivate is nothing but some of the companies they will use inactivate, guys. Some of the companies they use former customer. Former customer is nothing but the inactivating this one. Okay. Clicking on save. I'm able to make it as a inactive account. If I go to my opportunities, so there are some opportunities which are in needs analysis and there are some opportunities which are in proposal or price quote. Okay. So basically, if I inactivate any account, I'm obviously going to lose all the in-process opportunities. Nobody will care about the opportunities on that inactive account, right? So first of all, there might be a really customer is going to going as a inactive, or sometimes by mistake people will mark that as the inactive. That's the reason, as a precaution, whenever you are trying to inactivate your account, just give a message to the user saying that please check your opportunities. Please do necessary actions on open opportunities. Okay. That is something instruction that we have to give to the person who are making the account as inactivate. That is our requirement. Okay. So if they said you are going to the details page and you are going to update the account status field as the former customer. Okay. If that is the case, you have to go with the record trigger flow, guys. Because the action which is changing here is you are editing the record. Okay. You are editing the record. So you have to go with the record triggered flow. Okay. Whenever you are editing the record, you would like to check the conditions, check the open opportunities, and you would like to throw the message to the user. So it should be record triggered flow. But 90% of the business users, they don't like clicking on details and then clicking on selecting the status, okay, and then clicking on save. See, 3 clicks they need to do, right? No, we want automation for this. We were so busy persons. We want everything in a single click. All your automations will come because of customers' busy schedule only, guys. If they do 2 or 3 clicks, they can achieve with the standard functionality itself. But they will strictly tell you, and you will feel multiple times. Yeah, they can do this using direct functionality, right? Why they are asking for this automation? Then the answer that we will get most of the time is we don't want to perform 3 clicks. We want everything in one click. I'll just click on the button and it should do everything. Okay. Such cases. Okay. They will just they need one button here. Okay. What it will do is inactivate account. The button name is inactivate account. On click of that button, it should do. Will not go to status field, who will scroll and go to status field, and who will click on save button. I don't want to do all those things. I'll just click on one button and I need to display. If it has open opportunities, then it should display me the message, or else it should just update my status to former account. Okay, within one click, I need this one. In such cases, it's a button click, guys. It's not record change. So in button click, they would like to perform some actions. Okay. That too, it's not a normal action. Okay. If it's just a button click and normal update action, we can use our quick actions, right? We have seen buttons and quick actions. We can use that one. But this time, it's a button click. They would like to see a message and then they would like to perform the action. So in this scenario, we will use the screen flows. Okay. So let me just, this is test create contact, right? This is the creating a record. Let me create a simple button on account to inactivate account. Okay. So basically to create an account, and we know we have to use the screen flow, right? From this button, I have to call my screen flow, right? To call a flow, first I should develop a flow, right? So I have gone through the requirement, and as per the requirement, if they want to see the message on click of the button, then obviously I have to use the screen flow. So first I'll create that screen flow. I'm going to set up flows under new flow, screen flow, create. Okay, and understand it, guys. If you don't understand any element or anything that I am implementing, stop me there itself, because this is the one of the example you are going to explain in your interviews. Okay, they will ask you, whenever you say I have worked on screen flows, I have worked on record trigger flows, then they will ask you, can you give me some scenario that you have worked on the record trigger flow, that you have worked on the screen flow. So if you are able to, I mean, if you are able to understand each and everything which I am doing it here, then you can explain that very easily in your own words. Okay, so the first thing is screen flow. On click of the button, the first thing is, first we need, what we need to do, guys. First we have to divide the requirement. Whenever we get the requirements, the first thing is we need to take one dummy notepad plus plus. Okay, then we need to write down the steps here. Generally, while we are learning while we are studying, right, they used to use a keyword of algorithms, 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 right? That is nothing but whatever the functionality that we would like to do, we are going to break up into small, small pieces. Okay, so my functionality is, on click on the button, I should see, is there any closed one opportunity? I mean, is there any opportunities which are not closed one or closed lost? Okay. So for that, what we need to do, first we should get opportunities which are not closed one or closed lost. Right? Opportunities which are not closed one and closed lost. Okay, this is the first step we need to do. Second step is something like that. If no opportunities, if no, I mean, if all opportunities are closed one or closed lost, actually, actually the first step which we are getting is, we are getting, um, should get opportunities which are in progress. Okay, which is the better terminology. Okay, in progress opportunities means not closed one or closed lost. Okay, not closed one or not closed lost. Okay, so we are getting opportunities which are in progress. Okay, the second step is, if we have in progress opportunities, display a message. Okay, third step is, if we don't have in progress opportunities, okay, if we don't have in progress opportunities, then update account status to former account. Okay, so whenever you see a scenario like this is the analysis that you have to do it, guys. Okay, okay, above scenario can be implemented in two ways. two ways. If they change record directly, we use record triggered flow, or if they would like to do this using quick action button, then we use Screenflow. We should, as a first step, okay. Whenever you have Whenever you have the scenario, first you need to do the analysis. And this is the analysis that we need to do. Okay. So if you have your analysis ready, guys, then you can easily implement the flows. Okay. It's mandatory step. You have to write some whatever you are understanding in some place when you get the requirement. Okay. So now my thing is it's a quick action. So I decided to use Screenflow. So after the next step is first I should get the opportunities, right? So I'll go to the flows. Okay. What is the action that I need to use? These are different things to get opportunities. Okay. So I have different elements. Using this element, which element is opt for me to get the opportunities? Okay. So that is related to the database. All our opportunities information is present on the database, right? From the database, we need to get the records. So there is a data element, get records. Okay. We use this one. Using this, we can get the opportunities. Okay. Label, I just given it as a get opportunities. Description you can give normally. Getting closed one. No. Getting in progress opportunities. And while implementing the flow, guys, please give proper naming conventions. That means proper names. It's not naming conventions. Don't give irrelevant names. Not only for this, while writing the validation rules, anything while implementing the objects or fields, we have to always give the proper name. It should explain what it will do when reading the name itself. 90% of the work they should be able to understand by looking at the name itself. Okay. So we are going to get in progress opportunities. So obviously the object is opportunity that we selected here. Okay. So conditions. So what are the in progress opportunities means? Stage name not equals to closed one. Because if it's closed one, that is not the in progress one, right? And then we can add another condition, stage name not equals to closed lost. Okay. So have selected the object and we have created the criteria. So these criteria will help me out all the opportunities which are in progress. The rest of the stages is nothing but in progress, right, guys? So I am going to get opportunities. Stage name does not equals to closed one. Stage name does not equals to closed lost. Okay. And then we need to add one more condition also, guys. See, stage name closed one, stage name closed last, which gives me all opportunities, right? Okay, which gives me all opportunities. But I would like to get the opportunities which are for that particular account, right? For that particular account. So this is something like that where here it is displaying all the fields. Okay, this is opportunity ID and account ID. Okay, account ID is something like that. You need to pass a value, guys. Okay, you need to pass a value to your screen flow. Okay, that value either you can set up or you can get from your labels, you can store the value, or you can get it from the another flow. Okay, that is something like that. This value you have to pass. Account ID is something you, okay. Don't, I'll not let you confuse. Okay, we'll just go the steps as we discussed. Okay, so we are getting all the all the in progress opportunities. So you have the options only the first record or all records. Okay. Basically, I need all the records which are in progress. Sort order, it's ascending or descending, it's our thing. If you want to store all the fields, yes, automatically all the fields, or if you want to get only a particular fields, it's a choose fields. Okay, here you can select what all the fields you want. For now, I'm just selecting. Okay, so, okay. Whenever we are just saying automatically store all the fields, it will just get the things. You are getting your prompt saying that deleting manual assignments is something like that. Whenever you are choosing the fields, right, there is an option to set some things, right? So those will get override, those will get deleted. That is the message that is showing in that message box. Okay. Now we get all the things. Okay. Then what is the next thing? We need to check. This is something we get all in progress one, right? The next thing is we need to check whether this contains a records or not. Okay. All records. All records means whether it is a zero records it returned or it returned one record or it returned more than zero records. That is the condition we need to check, right? For that particular purpose, we are going to make it as a decisions. Whenever we want to take the condition, we are going to make it as a decision. So here we are going to check as a check for in progress opportunities. Okay. So whenever you are writing the conditions, we are going to implement outcomes. So this is nothing but the what should happen in case it has in progress. Yes, if it has in progress opportunities, what you wanted to do, or else you can make it as a no. If you have certain things, what you wanted to do, okay, default outcome. If these two are not satisfied, default outcome. Okay. Basically, whenever it is just yes or no criteria, guys, we will not create separately. Okay. Um, so delete the outcome. In case of yes or no, we will just make it as a yes. Otherwise, we will use the default outcome as the no. No. Because if it doesn't satisfy this condition, it will come to default outcome. Okay. So what we are checking here is, see, get records, opportunities from, so whatever the above ID that you have configured here, so that you can access all other elements. So get records is null, false. Okay. That means in case if it has any records, obviously it is not null, right? So yes means is null, false. Is null true means it is null. It does not have any records. Okay. Yes mean null, false means it has records. Okay. This is something we have we are checking. In case it has records, then it will come to yes scenario. If it don't have, if this S condition is not satisfied, then it will come to default outcome scenario. Okay. In case of yes, okay, that is our next step in our analysis, right? In case of, if you have your progress opportunities, display a message. If we don't have in progress opportunities, then update account status to former account. So condition we have added now. Okay. Check for in progress opportunities. Yes, no. Okay. So yes means is null, false. That means it has opportunities. This is the where I'm going to add a screen, guys. Okay. I'm going to add a screen. Open opportunities message. Because I need to display the screen to user. Okay. On the screen is something like that. You can add different types of fields, guys. Address fields, checkbox fields, like currency, data table. But in my case, I would like to just display a message to the users, right? Whenever you want to display some messages to the users, you're just going to use the call script. Okay. So call script is something like that. In progress message. Okay. Text. This value can contain. So API name, right? We have to give only underscores and script text. So this text is something like that. This account has in progress opportunities. Please close those opportunities. Before making this as former customer. Okay. And click on done. Okay. We are checking and then we are displaying a message to the users. In case if it does not have default outcome, then what is the action that we need to do? We need to update our account record, right? So that is the case. We are going to update. Okay. So this is the where use the ID and all fields values from the record or record collection. Okay. Specify the conditions. Okay. So we have opportunities. These are the opportunities, right? Not this list. Okay. For example, this is the account, right? United Oil and Gas Corporation. So we can go to this flow. Okay. So that is just a variable, right? Right now, I'm just hard coding the value, guys. Account ID. So this is just a text. Okay. So we are going to update this one. Okay. And we need to specify also, right? So update account. So first to update the account, you need to update some fields also, right? So get account. Okay. Where ID equals to account ID. So we are going to get the account. We don't want to store all the fields because we would like to update only status, right? So we are just querying the status field. Okay. Yes. We got account and then we are going to update the account. So this is the way whatever the account that we queried in the before, we are going to update it. Okay. So this is our flow, guys. Okay. Simple flow. It is showing some error. If you have any errors in the configuration that it displays here, you can just click on here and you can see what error it has. Okay, here I have selected the sort order, but I haven't given the sort by field. That is the problem. Okay, let me just give it as a not sorted, or I can give created date. Okay, sort by created date. Anything will solve the issue of these nodes. Now I don't have any errors here. So let me simply save it. Account inactivation flow. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going to end up the class for another 5 minutes. Okay. So now we are done with our flow. We have created the flow and we have getting the opportunities. And this is the where you have to add one more condition also, guys. This is the place you are going to get all the opportunities, right? So if you add one more condition, account ID is something like that. Whatever the ID that you have added in the constant, then it will get the opportunities of this particular account ID. Okay, fine. So save. After you saved it, guys, If you do any other changes, okay, you can just click on save. Before activating, if you do any changes, that is in the version only. That is in that particular version. After you activated, if you do any changes, then click on save. Then it will ask you to create the new version. Okay. All the flow changes after you activated, like version by version, it is going to manage in the flows. So as part of this, we are getting that particular account opportunities, in progress opportunities. We are checking, is there any in progress opportunities? If yes, we are trying to display a message. If no, we are just trying to update the account of that particular account ID status to former account. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to select the second option, guys, because I have to set the status field, right? So account, okay. And this is the where ID equals to account ID. And this is the field, status field should be former customer. Okay. So whenever this action happens, it will get this particular account ID and update to former accounts. Okay. Let me just activate this. So now my flow is active. Let me call this flow from the quick action. Quickly, I'll create a quick action on account. New action. It's calling a flow. And I'm going to select my flow name. Account inactivation flow. Yeah, the first account inactivation flow. Label inactivate account. Okay. And click on save. Okay. Going to page layouts. And adding that quick action to page layouts. I am not able to see my. That is the lightning action, right? Inactivate account. Okay. Click on save. Okay. I'm going to just refresh my account. Okay. I can see inactivate account. When I click on the flow, I'm able to see the message, right? So this is the power of the flows, guys. So you can do any customization. Okay. Any scenario that is not possible with the normal standard. So this is kind of a little bit fancy, right? Using the standard status change or standard validation rules that is not possible. So flows has a more power than any other things. Okay. So it has, and let's just finish because it has the open things. That's the reason it is just displaying me the message saying that please take care of your opportunities. Okay. So now let me just open up my opportunities. Okay. Let me go to the details. Oh, basically, I am not checked whether it is a former customer or customer, guys. But basically, we can also check that one also. If it's initially itself, if it's an inactive account, and again they clicked on the inactivate button, then we can display another message saying that this account is already inactive. Okay, that is also possible using Screenflows. Okay, if your account is already inactive and you are trying to make them inactive one more time, okay, you can display a message. So let me close my opportunities, open opportunities. Let me, for the simple thing, I'm going to delete for now, guys. Okay. So they said you can take the respective actions. Whether I can make it as a closed one or not closed one, basically closed lost. Basically, whenever we have in this situation, right? Whenever we are going to make the um account as inactive, we will automatically make all in progress opportunities as closed lost. Okay. So let me okay, let me just click instead of deleting each and every opportunity, two opportunities I have deleted, and rest of the opportunities I'll just update the stage. It's closed. So closed lost. We can't save this record because test record flow. Okay. There is some triggered flow. We have created some sample test record triggered flow, right? That is failing. Uh, I don't want to see why that is failing. Let me delete it. When we are dealing with the record trigger flows, that time we will see it. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now my account does not have any. Okay. Now my account does not have any open opportunities. Okay. Now I'll go to the details. If you see the status of my account, prospect. Okay. It is going to change automatically when you click on this button. Yeah, your flow is finished. That means, and after that, when you refresh your page, it's become a former customer. Okay. So whatever the actions they would like to do, 3 clicks, we just made it as a 1 click. Okay, just a 1 click. They no need to scroll, they no need to edit the things, and they no need to click on save, right? And they no need to know about what value to select for the former account. They are just going to click on the button, and your flow is the one which is taking care of all the required automations. Okay. So tomorrow I will show you. Right now what I did, guys, I have hard coded an account ID, right? So whatever the flow which you implement will work only for this account ID. But that is not the use case, right? Any flow that we have, we are going to implement, that should behave for all the accounts. That should work for all the accounts. If I implement such one functionality, then I should never think about only one single record, guys. Okay, you should always think about that functionality should work for all records as it is. Okay, so tomorrow's class I will show you how to pass IDs when you click on the buttons. Basically, what ID is the one which we have hard coded. That ID we have to replace. Okay, that ID we have to replace. That I will show you in the tomorrow's class. Okay, any questions, guys? Okay, if you don't have any questions, please feel free to drop off. I'll share the recording. You'll get the recording by afternoon itself. Okay. I'll share the reports and dashboard recordings also. I was just waiting to finish the flows and at the end to share the reports and dashboards, because so that you will have all the flows recordings one by one. That's the reason I haven't shared. I'll do one thing. I'll just upload into Drive and then share the reports and dashboard class if you want to see it. And at the end of our classes, I'll just keep it in the channel. Okay. Thank you, guys. Another 4 days, then we will just start preparing our resumes and everything. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye.